strong. Gone, gone are those halcyon days. We could do no wrong. Gone is the pride felt on that day. Gone are the friends that entered the fray. When the rivers ran red, red, red. 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 When the rivers ran red. Gone, gone are those halcyon days. We were all so lost. Gone, gone are those halcyon days. We gladly paid the cost. Gone is the rage that no blood could slake. Gone is the wrath that made the foe break. When the rivers ran red, red, red. 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 When the rivers ran red. Gone, gone are those halcyon days. We were all so young. Gone, gone are those halcyon days, aged when we were done. Gone are the screams still in my head. Gone are the fields of the glorious dead. When the rivers ran red, red, red. 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 When the rivers ran red. But those days are gone, 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 gone. Those days are gone. When the rivers ran red, red, red. 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 Back when we won. Gone, gone.
Hello, can you all hear me now? Oh, I'm going to get rid of that because I can actually see it, so that's fine. I'm trying a different way of streaming. I'm using a different program. So, yeah, there's probably going to be some teething problems, like I mute myself immediately. So thank you everyone for that. I'm trying. I've gone from OBS Studio. I'm now on Streamlabs OBS, so it is all very, very different. I've had a few different things. Things are changing basically with the stream now. I'm putting in a bit more effort because it seems to be, well, it's a lot more fun when you put in a bit more effort, isn't it? I've had Rachel do a few emotes for me, which are currently waiting for approval. And so they're quite they're really good. So just waiting for that. Steam Labs is a lot better. Yeah, I'm getting that it's a lot better to use. You'll have to bear with me. I'm coughing a lot at the moment. So that's a new thing as well. So yeah, thanks for following me. That's awesome. When I paid, I'm gonna sub so I can have them nice emotes. Yeah, I'm waiting for them to get approved at the moment. So I'm trying a lot of new things, and because this is growing and it's really nice, and I can do a lot of things. Alien Queen, very much so. It goes with my Alien RPG that I'm running on Saturdays, and I love that game. It's so much fun to play. But I won't talk about that because we're here to talk about other things. So, 2 competitions. I'm not going to forget about them this time. So we've got 2 competitions. One is to win a stick that I will sand, polish, do some little things to it, so it'll be a funky little walking stick for Empire. And the other one is to win some goodies from Darkblade. It's like a belt and tankard holder, a ring or something like that. There's a nice scabbard for a sword as well. So there's a lot of good stuff in there. So Tim at Darkblade was very good. He only I've paid for it all out of my own pocket, as I know I'm like a broken record when it comes to it all. But obviously with subs and every I get for this goes to traders so that I can give it away then as competitions. So my plan is to have at least everybody who does this at some point they can look back and go, oh, I've won something. Very quiet. I'm going to get a Facebook notification and go deaf. So if I turn myself up a bit, then will that help? How's that? Is that any better? Is that better for people if I turn myself up there? Or is that... You're welcome, Scott. Only the best for you, mate. You do have, yes, Helen, you do have an excellent walking stick. And yes, that's a bit better. It's actually up full now, so I might talk a bit louder. Or it's just me shouting essentially. So yeah, so that's gonna be one thing. Finir, thank you for following. I'm never gonna get sick of hearing that. I've had to turn it down a lot, but I remember having it on once before when I first started playing games on this channel, and yeah, it was so loud. It was ridiculous. It made me deaf, but still, I digress. We can't hear any follow sounds. Oh, wow, that's sucks to be you lot then, because I can hear it. It's a quote from Aliens. It's we're an express elevator to hell, going down. Love it. Love that film. No, it's not even a screech. It's Hudson talking, so it's all good. Luke Vinny, thanks for pointing this to me on Facebook. Been really enjoying the chats. Not a problem, mate. I love doing them, and I like helping new people. And I've got wonderful people in chat who are experienced as well, and it's really good. We've got a nice community vibe going on here, and everyone helps everyone. And they're comparing sticks in chat. I like a good fire. So anyway, Helen's, I am the moderator. I'll just mute you if you try to beat me. but I'm in charge, so I can remove you as moderator. Just saying. Just, just throw that one out there. Great choice to have 2 sticks. One is extra magic. Definitely. So, there are a few ways of doing this competition, and none of them seem to be working for me. So, I'm essentially going to put it down to chat, really. So, everyone, I put my innocent little ears. Yeah, right. We were talking last time about having, with Susan and Steve, about the backgrounds and having picking everyone having a tragic backstory, and then we were coming up with our own tragic backstories and things like that. So I put a thing out on Facebook, and no one put their tragic backstory on it. So we're going to do it all here instead. So if you've written out or wrote out a nice little tragic backstory that's only a few lines or something like that, then feel free to post it into chat, and then I'll read them out, and we can have. Oh yeah, it is there, but it doesn't matter. Have a think about. I'll do it in a little bit then. So we'll do it at 7:30. So remind me to do the stick one at 7:30, and I have done one, but it's not great. Doesn't matter. I'm not looking for good here. Fantastic, Wolf. I'm not looking for good. I want something funny. We talk a lot about tragic backstories where everyone dies. I'm not picking. I'm not picking because I don't want it to be seen as being biased or anything like that. So I'll read them out, and then chat can go, oh, I like that one. That one's good. That one's good. And then we'll come to a consensus that way. So it gives everyone a choice, and then you can all pick a winner. The Dark Blade stuff, I don't know, something will come to me about how to do that giveaway. So it's not costing anyone anything, so I can pick whoever I want. Basically. So yeah, we'll do that in about 19 minutes. So I've been doing a lot of reading in the Empire bits, and I've been seeing people post stuff. Jane Gamer, I've got 20 minutes to think of something. Excellent. I look forward to it. I've read Rachel's already. There's a lot of tree-based puns in that one, and it made me chuckle. A benevolent, a Mactatorship. Oh, yeah, yeah. Or potato ship, Mac potato ship. There we go. That's up there too. We're going for funny or tragic. Yes. Yes. I don't mind. I don't mind anything. Absolutely anything. Do whatever you feel is best, to be honest. So, so I've been seeing a lot of people talking about how they get prepared for Empire and and what they do and how stressed they get and stuff like that. Bathos is always good. And I think I saw someone actually post a YouTube video on how they get prepared and how it's hectic. I will be honest, and I'll admit I didn't watch it because I saw it and it just got me thinking about how hectic Empire can be and how hectic it can be packing stuff for Empire. When you're going in a larger group, so when I was with the 2 feet, Scott will verify how organised Kit is and how brilliant he is at getting stuff prepared. And anyone who knows Kit will know how fantastic he is and how organised he is. Herding cats. Yes, spit take. Definitely. Very much so. It's all about, I find, getting I pack a few days beforehand, and then I know, I'm just going around the flat and I just go, oh, there's something I've missed, and then it all gets added, and then you load the car and you're going, I've got way too much stuff here, and then you squeeze it all in anyway. So I asked in a chat, the Empire chat, like some questions and things like that. So I've had a few I've got a few questions here, so I'll read out the ones that are written, and I can answer them. Anyone else who's got experience at packing for stuff for Empire and getting stuff ready. So Dawn, looking at you here as well, because I know you've been LARPing for quite a while. I wish you could hear it. I really do. It's so good. Let me have a look. Let me have a look at this. Alert box. Okay, so I'll turn it up full and see what happens there. Some people are just like chaos avatars, like my wife. Yes, yes, I agree. I definitely agree there. I think, yeah, if yeah, I'm not going to go any more into that. So one of the questions was, what things do you buy before an event? Alcohol, food. Fuck. No, I'm turning that all the way down because I turned that. I'm guessing no one could hear that following sound. Oh my god! I just deafened myself and no one can hear it. Oh, Jesus Christ! Still, so no, I'll get that figured out for next time. So, what things do you buy before an event? Alcohol, food, and what do you buy on the way or when you're there? So, me personally, I I travel up from the Southampton area, and I get to the field, and we put the tent up, we get everything out of the cars, and then we go off to Tesco's. And when we're at Tesco's, that's when we'll buy things like, yeah, bring up even your eardrums, definitely, definitely. That's where I buy things like Dave's saying in chat at the moment: snacks, bread, meat for the barbecue, and an embarrassing large amount of booze. Is there such a thing as an embarrassingly large amount of booze? I don't think there is. And pick a mix from B&M, of course, definitely. I'll buy firewood, charcoal, fire lighters, things like that as well. Depends how long before the event you mean. Didn't really, it wasn't really specified. So I think if where people are prepared, so I think brewers do a lot more prep. This is when you bump into a co-worker in the queue, and yeah, it's, I think the brewers do a lot more work, and people who make food to sell, and anyone who sells anything in the field, they do a lot more prep than people who do beforehand. In the run up to the event, I'll run errands in town, occasionally get new PJs and socks from Primani. Socks are big and clever. No surrender. I currently give praise to Mighty Freddo, and he gives me a powerful bounty. Before that, dropping kit, then going shopping is the way forward, especially on hot events. Yeah, there's a few big shop. There's Tesco's and stuff like that nearby, so I tend to find that going off in there, buy so water, energy drinks, cereal bars, stuff like that. Alcohol, firewood, charcoal, firelighters, matches, stuff like that always is good. Or if you're in Hurst Hall, scrabbling around to try to buy a fire pit is generally quite common, as well, as they always get forgotten. So I think we have 4 now. So yeah, so we do well there. Bring more than for yourself. Someone always forgets bin bags. Also bring a blanket, then bring another 3 from Rachel. Helen, cereal bars and snacky food is always good. Good, then you can carry on it. Also, 2 litres of shop brand tap water. They're like 10p each and are such a solid purchase. I can't talk today. What's going on with me? Yeah, these are all fantastic things. It's something that we've always talked about, and I know Helen, Dawn, and people have always said, Dave, a lot of people have said, it's about looking after yourself. Get stuff that you can just pick up and go num 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 and move. So cereal bars and stuff like that. But when you are able to sit down, if you've got your fire pit and a barbecue, then I tend to buy like 3 or 4 bags of sausages, cheapy sausages, from Tesco's or Asda or wherever, and about 4 loaves of bread, so that we can have midnight sausages. They've become a bit of a thing, and there's stuff there for breakfast as well. I usually scour. Oh, sorry, Finnair. Snacks like cereal bars and seeds, lots of water, some booze, sun cream. Yeah, all sensible things and all things I generally forget. Let's put it that way. Do as I say, not as I do. I think that's the best thing to say here. I usually scour Tiger, Hema, and Primark for the odds and sods before an event if I can. Socks. I'm always going to say socks, even if it's really hot, especially if it's really hot or if it's really wet. Just socks. Change your socks. Keep your feet clean. You don't want to get anything smelling rotten, mouldy, crappy down there. I bought a bunch of those pouches that heat up for boots and sleeping bags for cold events. My striding absolutely loved them. I am a walking, talking furnace. I am hot 99% of the time. So it's so I don't tend to get cold. When we had the very first event that was in the minus and it was snow everywhere, I was all right. I had a sleeping bag, I had a pillow. I was all right, and everyone else was like 8 or 9 blankets all wrapped up, and you could see their eyes, and that was it. It was me like still wearing like just like my pants and a pair of socks to bed, and I'm just chilled. It was nice. Um, I check all parts of the tent is in the bag. Hasn't happened at an event, but I have been camping and noticed I forgot the pegs. Big and clever. Pound shop, Poundland. You can buy 10 pegs there. They're crap, but they do the job in a pinch as well. Baby wipes are always good. Yeah, baby wipes are wonderful. I think I'm going to get to a point where chat's moving too fast for me again, like last stream. So never mind. I'll just read out what I can. Midnight Sausage sounds like another one of those counter high guard publications. It should be. It should be, but it's just all of us drinking and eating. Unfortunately, I've heard rumours. Yeah. So if you ever come by Hurst Hall around midnight, we're probably cooking sausages, or the 2 feet as well. That's where it all started. Joel, really the only thing I buy is bananas and digestives, my breakfast, and then I live on vendors for the rest of the or the rest of the 2 feet, or you. Yes. I'm crap at cooking, looking after myself, but I'm good at looking after other people. I think going to the vendors is also good because it's a great experience too. Me being somewhat on the big side, my mate suggested anti-chafe shorts. Just wondered if that would work or if anyone has similar issues. There's a wonderful thing. It's called chub rub. It's a horrible, horrible thing. I recommend cycle shorts. I'm on the larger side myself, and I know there are other people here who do it, who suffer from it. So Savlon seems to work quite well. Cycle shorts definitely works well, but it's just a case of keeping it if it does strike you, just keep it clean. So there's Dawn. Yours clothing sells any chub rub shorts as well as short leggings. I heartily recommend cycle shorts. They've worked wonders for me. So I wear cycle shorts under my kilt. You get a nice breeze as well, but I wear like my war skirt over my kilt as well. Winter 2019 was miserable weather. We were super lucky that husband had left an old duvet throw that was a hand me down from my parents, and I chucked it on our bed. We lived a 2 duvet life that weekend. We have an airbed, like a furry blanket thing, and then the duvet. I will generally wake up out of the duvet. I have sometimes slept with my legs and feet on the floor. I just get really hot. I overheat. Rachel, we have 2 camping stores 30 minutes from the site. Milton Keynes for last minute camping emergencies. Also next to a B&Q for firewood and DIY needs. B&Q, anything for firewood, to be honest, that's massive. That's a huge, huge thing. There is the odd bit of firewood on the field, but that goes really, really quickly. None of it will be left on the Saturday. None of it will be left on the Friday, to be honest. So that's always a big thing. So I keep on suggesting to people to buy firewood as you're travelling up, because there will be some there. Because Tesco's and that are in any Tesco's in the area, Aldi, petrol stations in the area, they will all sell out because all the larpers we will buy it all. Winter and autumn, I need more than one fluffy blanket. I always need more than one blanket. I had a horrible event once. No, the event was great. Nighttime was terrible. Where a friend of mine was meant to bring me his spare sleeping bag, and he forgot it, and it was really cold. It was like -6, 7 at night. So I ended up. He also forgot the airbed for me as well. So I literally had nothing to sleep on or under, and it was thanks to a couple of people. I essentially then had one of those raised beds, a sleeping bag, not for the first night, but for the second, third, and fourth, and that's when we had longer events as well. And that was a godsend. So my first night was me sleeping under about 7 cloaks. I slept so well. It was lovely. It was really, really nice. But I wouldn't recommend it. I noticed in one previous stream you mentioned that shoes get destroyed basically because of mud. Is it worth getting some hiking boots? Definitely. Definitely. This goes for everyone. I will always have 2 pairs of boots with me. 2 pairs of boots with me in the field. So if you are really, really struggling, come to find me in Hurst Hall. If I haven't given them away, then you can come and grab them and use them. They might be big, so you might have to like stuff the end with socks or something, but it will help. The mud there, it's because the place is so full and so many people have trodden it in that the normal mud you're looking an inch deep, so you'll go squelch. Empire, 5, probably 6 inches deep. So I'll rephrase that: 6 inches deep, solid 6 inches deep. And you'll find that when you lift off, you're putting all your pressure on the sole at the back. So not pressure, you're pulling on it all. So that will get worn, and then that will come off. It does happen. I have seen it happen too often. Welly boots, anything like that. So I would always say grab a cheapy pair of welly boots as well, because if the weather's that bad, no one will care. No one will care. It really does make a suction pocket. Everyone, not making that joke. Liam, you think about it. You know the joke I'm making. I used to get snow boots from Army Surplus, but I found they'd fall apart after a year. Now I get fake riding boots from Simply Be. Waterproof them up and wear green or black wellies when it gets too muddy. There we go. Perfect. Spot on. It's Dawn's speaking a lot of sense there. It's really, really good to have those sorts of things. It's all about being prepared. So it's like if you know that your boots, shoes, whatever aren't waterproof, a pair of socks, carry a bag, another pair of socks. It will keep the moisture out off of your feet. So it really, really does help. I've had that happen to me. Had to buy new boots at the event. Yeah, it does happen. But at least you know now that I always have a spare pair of boots with me, so you can come to me. Dave the Lover, I had 1 boots explode mid-battle, which I bought a spare pair. Yes, I have seen people in battle wearing 1 shoe. So it can be quite difficult. Riding boots also have the benefit of looking a bit more icy, in my opinion. Definitely. There's a lot of chat goes on about what's icy, OC, where does kit stop, and all of this sort of stuff. I will always rather be safe, protect my ankles, and have something relatively waterproof. So I think with my boots, loads of socks and stuff like that, that's what gets me through anyway. That is what gets me through. But there are a lot of people out there whose IC kits, they have riding boots and they look fantastic. Dawn, I think I've seen yours. I think yours might be the ones I'm thinking of, and they look incredible. They look really, really good. I don't have 200 quid though. I have seen people who have got all of that really expensive boots and stuff, but it's just be sensible with footwear. You can pick up some if you have to choose between authentic and comfortable, choose comfort. Yeah, you can have both, but expensive. Thank you, mine were definitely about 40 quid or under. Ooh. I might have to have a look at them. Oh no, one more time. I've got 2 pairs of boots. I don't need any more at the moment, but when they break, because I do put mine through hell. Uh, yeah, so it's all about being sensible and preparing them. So waterproofing your boots is big and clever. You can buy waterproofing spray off of Amazon for like 6 quid, sometimes cheaper, and it's really really good. So I mean that's boots and socks. They're the great. That's just great. So what you're saying is definitely don't bring Doc Martens. Oh, well, yeah, probably not. To be honest, my first pair of Larpin boots I bought from Shoe Zone for like 16 quid, and they lasted me 3 years. So I can't really complain a great deal. Um, they were really comfortable as well. So it's just that's literally all it is. Plan for it being a mud bath, and be happy when it isn't. Yeah, definitely have something to protect your ankles as well, because the ground, if it's been wet previously and now it's now dry, the ground will be really uneven. Um, I've seen too many people go over on their ankles, not constantly, but you get it every event. Someone will hurt themselves, something bad will happen. Um, Being the physical hobby that it is. So, Jam Gang, I've been lucky so far. Both events I've been to have been really good for weather. Yeah, it's really nice when the weather is good. It's really really nice, but you've got to prepare for when it's not. And I've been to events where it's been great and it's been bad. I've been to events where it's been both. So, knowing me, my childish self will be laughing every squelch that I take. Yeah, you do get the giggles with that sort of sound, but when you're hearing it constantly, it will soon stop, and you'll be wishing it was drier. Uh, to be fair, minus the sunburn. I don't care. I mean, but that's just where I am. I'm such a stubborn git. I ignore everything. I don't look after myself properly. This is why I say don't do what I say, nor what I do, because I don't look after myself, and I really feel the effect when I come back home. If you are wearing face paint as well, so the Navarre Sun Winter Mark, um, if you are wearing face paint and it's really hot, prepare to be sunburnt and you're seeing seeing the outlines of your tattoo, your face paint as well. Yeah, that happens quite a lot. To be fair, when there's been bad weather, it can be really atmospheric. Yeah, thunder and lightning is fantastic. Really, really is. It's so good. Winter 2019 was my first event, and it was a genuine gale all weekend. Rough introduction to that. I remember that event actually. I think there was quite a few people whose tents got lost. So if you're going to Superdrug do SPF 50 face fluid, which is essentially moisturizer and sunscreen in one. There you go. Thank you, Don. So people to Superdrug, £3.50. It does it goes straight in the toiletry kit. Nice. I'll have to pick some of that up and then forget to use it, because that's all I do. I'm planning on wearing a black leather half face mask, so walking away with a half face tan should be fun. Definitely put some suntan cream on, because you don't really want that. I had the entire labyrinth painted on the top of my head for a few events, and I came back with that burn into the top of my head. Yeah, questions at work were interesting. Let's put it that way. So yeah, it's getting those sorts of little things done, and this is why I'm so grateful to have people in chat, Dave, Dawn, Scott, who know this sort of stuff, because I'd forget it, because I'm great at getting stuff done before an event, but looking after myself during, it's just not even worth me trying. So let me go back to that question, see what the actual question was, because we've covered it. Okay, right. Packing the car, like advice on keeping weapons and other things protected. Shut up, Helen. Whatever. She sat there. Yeah, weapons in last. Don't pack them. Yes, I am. Don't pack them on top of each other, so they're going to get tight, because if it's hot, they will stick. And the last thing you want is to have to pry two hot, sticky weapons apart. Euphemism intended. There. I find that having my... Definitely phrasing. I find that having my baby powder for your weapons, yeah, that works too. Blankets as well. I find putting stuff so they don't go all the way up to the seats, to the front seats. So I put my armor down, and then if I can stand weapons up, I'll stand them up in it so they're all loose. Yeah, don't store them tip down either, because that will damage them too. So have that, and then you want your big flat stuff at the bottom, and then it's Tetris. If you're good at Tetris, you'll be good at packing for LARP, to be honest, because when it goes after the event, it will never go back in the same way. When your mate starts asking you when you're packing and says, "Why are you lubing up that spear?" Just don't lube it like this. It'll go down. Yeah, it looks bad. If you're going on the train, make sure to wrap weapons up, covering them so you don't get questioned why you have a spear on a train. Yeah, especially in the current climate as well, where everybody is on edge. Blanket, fold the bits over, and then roll it, and then just put a bit of masking tape or something around it all, and then it holds it all in there. So I mean, that's all good. So yeah, I've never done the train. Not to Empire. I have travelled by train from Portsmouth to Southampton to get picked up. Heavy and/or square things in first, especially liquids and armor and any icy tents. The Tetris sort of stuff around it, and fragile stuff last. Yeah, and then make sure it's all secure, and then just remember which door you need to open first, be it the boot and stuff like that. Then it says remember to have a beer on the passenger seat to give to the people at the gate. It is thirsty work. Definitely, I used to be gate crew, and we would love it when people would come along and they go, "Do you want a drink? Do you want something to eat?" and stuff like that. I've had people bring McDonald's, drop off a case of lager, anything like that. It was really, really nice. People are good. People are good, and people on gate crew also. If timing is at 5 or 6, they're not getting off of gate until 10. A lot of them, so they're missing out on the first part of their game to help you lot get onto site quicker. So, in all fairness, that's the one thing I'm worried about. If I have to make a staff walking stick for my costume, I'm planning on adding a lantern to it. Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of really good lanterns out there that I've seen. They're like crystals and stuff like that. You see people hang them off of everything. My night vision's not too bad considering the glasses and all. So I find that in your pouch or something like that, have a torch. If you're walking up Murder Alley, you're walking in the woods or anything like that, and someone gets out a torch to look at the floor in front of them, no one's going to say anything. No one is going to care, because you don't want to be walking off the path and end up in a ditch that's like 5 feet full of water. So just be sensible with those sorts of things. You'll see a lot of torches around because it's sensible, it's big and clever. And listen carefully the first mile or so, just in case. Yeah. I have a skull attached to mine. It goes in the top, wedged in place, and it's fine. I'll get some spare cookies for the gate crew. Yeah, definitely. They love it. They'll have water and they'll have Freddos and that, but it's just something nice. It shows appreciation as well. I think I've gone and done a boxer short run for gate as well, because they've forgotten their underwear. So when we were in Tesco's, I went and bought them some pants. That was good. So right, it's so 8 minutes late. So water and Freddos, all you need to survive. For everyone on crew, yeah. I've had great success with the mini LED torch tucked into a bracer for nighttime wayfinding, definitely. And a crater monster to keep some artificial energy. Yeah, you need some gut rot. When you wake up in the morning, if you've got a hangover or something like that, then yeah, people will get up, cereal bar, some gut rot, some energy drink, something like that, and that's how people start the day. And then they'll go off and they'll do other things. It gets something going in the system. The first time I went down to Empire, we knew where to go for the last half mile because of someone with a shield in the back. Can only imagine how my car looks with these ungodly ram horns perched atop everything in the back. Iron Brew, tray of Krispy Kreme from Tesco. Oh, I haven't had Krispy Kreme in so long. I love Krispy Kreme. May have just written a Wintermark fanfic love story rather than a backstory. Excellent. So, right then, let's do the stick. Let's do the stick giveaway, shall we? Let's see how this works. So, if you want to post, if you've written out your tragic backstory or whatever you've written out, post it into the chat, and I'll read a few things out, and then we can go from there. So, forgive me if I pause and stuff like that. Oh, chat paused. Shall I make a straw poll with names? Yes, please. Ulfric looked at the round axe in his hands and felt horny. I'm going to enjoy this. He walked over to the window and reflected on his wet surroundings. He had always loved muddy Wintermark, with its mud, so much mud. It was a place that encouraged his tendency to feel horny. Then he saw something in the distance, or rather someone. It was the figure of Wulfric. Wulfric was a considerate brute with hairy upper thigh and wobbly earlobes. Ulfric gulped. He glanced at his own reflection. He was an intelligent wit. I like it. Right, Rachel. Oh, no. It's in two parts. Oh, sorry. He was an intelligent, witty, 2 feet cider drinker with charming upper thigh and ugly earlobes. His friends saw him as a lovely, lonely lover. Once he had even saved an uncooked blind person that was stuck in a drain. But not even an intelligent person who had once saved an uncooked blind person that was stuck in a drain was prepared for what Wulfric had in store today. As Ulfric stepped outside and Wulfric came closer, he could see the steady glint in his eye. Wulfric glared. He said in hushed tones, "I hate you. And I want a hug." So I have to scroll down to find the next part of your story. Oh, this is so long. Yes, yours is way too long. And I want a hug. Ulfrid looked back, even more drunk and still fingering the round axe. Wulfrid, you should go bald and get a beard. Not sure if I like this story anymore. They looked at each other with angry feelings, like two grieving Navarre shouting at a very ruthless spring equinox, which had filk music playing in the background, and two intuitive uncles drinking to the beat. Ulfric studied Wulfric's hairy upper thigh and wobbly earlobe. Eventually he took a deep breath. "I'm sorry," began Ulfric, in apologetic tones. I'm guessing that is. That was way too long. Oh my god, then you just posted a link. I'm not reading the link. Come on, man. We're going to have the horny Wintermark story, though. That's good. It was making me chuckle. I'll have a read of that later. So, that's not Goldhawk, that entrant. So non-panda. I was raised by trees. My dad was a deciduous. My mother was a conifer. It didn't last, and their relationship splintered a few years after I sprouted. I still feel to this day that I was the root of the problem. I've been stumped on what I could have done differently. They tried to branch out from each other, but they're trees, so they can't move. Eventually, I had to leave, and with the sappiest of goodbyes, I left to make my own way in the world and give family life a faux rest. what can you say to that one? That was non-panda, and the trees. I think we can agree all the puns in the backstory are the true tragedy here. Yes, we'll go with that one. Veneer. As a 3-time orphan, after multiple cases of spontaneous combustion by both biological and adoptive parents, Dunstan struggled to survive in a world made largely of cheese. After a chance encounter with fascist unicorns, he was abducted by aliens. This left him with trust issues, a wooden leg, and a hunger for revenge. Is there more? No. Excellent. Oh, God. Fascist unicorns. I was born during a thunderstorm and my house was hit by lightning. We lost everything and my parents thought me cursed, so actively avoided my nurture. I became depressed. At age 17, my brother was crushed by a falling tree and in a panic I ran away. Why am I laughing at this? Whilst on the road, I got blisters and splinters, was jumped and beaten up by some travelling rogues. Later, I got captured by barbarians, becoming a thrall for the next few years. It was miserable. And until I was freed by some of the Empire's heroes, I vowed that day forward I would make a name for myself, even though I have literally no idea what I'm doing. Good. That was Fantastic Wolf. Oh, you're ahead of me. Okay, excellent. Todd is a middle-aged man with many issues. The first and main issue being his immense amnesia. After a potion saw his father was preparing, Todd tampered with, thinking he was completing the potion. The potion ended up exploding and killing his father and scarring Todd's face and glass shards like shrapnel in his leg. He awoke in an unfamiliar place and had a leather mask that could not be removed, and he could not walk properly. With no memory of who he is, Todd tries to make potions again. What could go wrong? Indeed. Is that actually your backstory, Liam? Because you mentioned the mask. I will only see your answer when I scroll down to it, I guess. Jen Gaming. Born on the coldest night of the long dark, little Jimmy entered the world with hope burning in his eyes. Well, to say the least, burning was engraved in his story. In the icy north of Semasuak, a small village lay at the mercy of the barbarians, being pillaged to the core. Little Jimmy woke to the light of fire, not one of comfort from the storm, but one of horror, misery, and loss. The light showed a picture of horror, painted in the scars and blood of the fallen. With rapid speed, Jimmy ran, leaving the hall, which was once a home, now a scar that will be worn all his life, an image of loss, as his parents was consumed by the storm, the darkness, taken as labour always warriors. Under the rise of the sun, the village was devastated, no life left untaken. I just shouldn't bother doing anything, reading at all. Did badly. From death, from those slavers, a sight to see, one of fur, more than fur, a friend, a companion lying still, silent, taken at the entrance of once a home, once a hall, now a memory. One's a bit long, a bit mental as well, might not make sense. At the moment, Jam, I'm thinking that the companion is a sheep that he's got to attach to. I'm approving of this as well, as a background, to be honest. I like that. Oh, Dawn. Oh, Dawn. I used to know a story about a Wulfric in Wintermark, but he's been Bjorned again in Highgarde. Oh my god. Oh dear. Right. My backstory is literally I've been away and I don't know what's going on. Excellent. So sorry. 3 years later. Mwegi 87. My name is Kara. My mother and brother were captured and enslaved by orcs. My father rescued me from being captured but got injured and lost both his legs. I now look after him, but he has gone mad from the loss of my mother and brother. Ooh. That is tragic. Literally, this is Joel. Literally, my backstory for Empire. Not too tragic, not very fun. Gareth was born in Miara and to a Sumar mother and Navari father. Before he turned 2 and his parents moved to Sumar, when he was 12, he and a friend ventured into the jungle against their parents' will. While they were there, they were attacked by a tiger. Luckily, their parents had heard of their disobedience and gone in search of them. Gareth's mother reached them just in time, giving her life to save the 2 boys. Part 1. With his wife dead, the priests of Sumar saw no reason for Gareth's father. Joel, are you drunk? I can feel the hate through the webcam. Oh dear, the puns were a thing of beauty. Joel, for first sake, that wasn't the entire second. Oh right, okay, right. I was just okay, right, fine. So with his wife dead, the priest of Sumar saw no reasons for Gareth's father to remain in Sumar, and with rising suspicion from the priest, his father's business got less and less customers. A few months after the funeral, he sold everything and returned to the Empire with Gareth. Real part 2. Excellent. Coffee. Hello there. Hello, mate. How you doing? Good to see you here. Yes, that is my backstory. I realised when I sent it that this was a Mick taking backstory thing. It's got no chance at the walking stick now. It's not a Mick take. This is going to be voted on by everybody in chat. So I can only apologise for the length of my story. Got way too carried away with that. It's fine. It doesn't matter. We've read out what we did, and it's not up to me to decide who wins a stick. It's a stick. It's a stick. All good. Any other ones people want to add? Oh, hey, Baboomtish. Dawn. I laughed way more at your one than I should have done. It was good. There'll be plenty of other prizes, and you never know. Yeah, as I say, so if you've got Amazon Prime, stuff like that, subscribe. Because when I get to this sort of money, then I buy stuff, and then it comes in here as prizes. So I get 0, and I give everything away. So that's going to be the great thing here. The great thing about this community that we're proving. So it's great. Do you want to do only one vote per person or top 2, 3? It's fine. I'm happy to go along with it. I don't mind though. It's a good laugh to see everyone's funny backstories. No, it's fine, mate. Don't worry. Right, just got to disappear. Don't worry about including my story in the draw. Too late. It's already there. If you win, then we will hold it and we can let you know. I had 50 minutes to write one, and I'm happy with it. Lift people up is the best thing, definitely. Lifting, yeah. It's really, really good. Everyone happy to do the draw now? So what we'll do is it will be a... if anyone's wondering, no, I'm not 12, nor do I play a 12-year-old character. The rest of the story is just, and he lived in his steading for the rest of his youth. Hashtag tragic stick. Hashtag not just a stick. Hashtag got beaten to death with tragic stick for puns. Exactly. So... beaten with the tragedy stick. So what we'll do is it's a straw poll, so there'll be a link that will come up in a second. Everyone go there, you get 1 vote each, and whoever wins the stick. Nice and simple. And it'll probably be the same for all the Darkblade stuff when I decide what to ask and stuff like that, you know. So yeah. So if you want to put the link in, and then we can we'll see who wins and stuff like that. So love the true one with the puns, to be honest. I like them all. I'm gonna... Where's that link gone? Ooh. I've just loaded up your... Oh. Okay. So you sent the link to your full story. But I can't see it. It's locked. So They've made my day. Good. The author was really branching at Dawn. Let's have a look at the straw poll. So all you do, click on that link, and then do you want me to leave you alone? Dawn, you're amazing. Oh dear, Rachel, you're reaching there. Eva, I love you more than you'll ever know. Believe me. Oh my god, I died at mine. Phantom of the Opera. Do you want me to leave you alone? Not at all. I had fun with the names. So, we have got not Goldhawk, Ulfric, Non-Panda, Trees, Finnear, 3-time Orphan, Fantastic Mr. Wolf, Lightning, Liam 666, Todd, Phantom of the Todpra, Jam Gaming, Little Jimmy, and Wig87, Legless Daddy Issues. Ravuga, Gareth, and the Jungle Book. So if I click on results, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 votes so far. Oh, it's quite close. It is quite close at the moment. So if you've all voted, these names are actually destroying me. That was brilliant. As I've had my chlorophyll of icy tragedy. Has everybody voted? No. Oh. P Mouse, hello, mate. How you doing? Thanks for turning up. The more the merrier. Final call for votes. No idea who to pick. They are all winners. They are all really good. They are all really, really good. Yeah, flip a coin. Oh, it's a draw at the moment. Dun dun dun. Oh, brilliant. Nice. Flip coins or a fight to the death. Has everybody voted who wants to vote? So, because at the moment it's a draw. I'll bonk the opponent on the head with my stick and yell bonk. Oh dear, oh dear. Right, it's a draw at the moment. 8, 9, 10, 11. So we've had 12 people vote. There's 20 people. Cut the stick in half. It is a big stick, but it kind of defeats the purpose of a walking stick. So I think everyone's voted who's going to vote, haven't they? Okay. I haven't got a coin or anything. I've got a tablet. I could just... No. Yeah. Could do a revote with the 2 who are tied. Oh, how do I vote? Oh, someone's winning. No, someone's winning at the moment. So, Pumas, there's. Do you want to put the link in again? Late to the party. Doesn't matter, mate. You're here. Follow that, and then pick a winner. Say into chat when you voted, and then I'll go and have a look. Shout their names and see which the sticks responds to. Well, currently I am the sticks master, and it knows not to disobey me. I'll say up, and it'll be like the broomstick scene from Harry Potter, or no. I think we have a winner. No, now. Stream has frozen for me. Shall we leave it for females to vote and come back in a few minutes? Yeah. Oh, you voted. Okay, excellent. All right, we have a winner. I'll be running. It'll smack me in the face. Well, that's quite likely, Liam, because you've won. So, well done. That's the very, very first competition / giveaway / ow that we've done on this. So well done, mate. So I will get that stick all sorted, and then you can come and collect it from me rigged. She's sleeping on the sofa tonight. Jesus. Congratulations. Yeah, I'll ban myself. It's fine. Yeah, do us all a favour. Yeah, so I'll get that all sorted out for you, and then you can come and collect it from me at Hurst Hall at the next event. I'm like, wait, what? Yeah, you won. Well done. Congratulations. So that's something done then. So I'll get that all sorted out for you, and then so hopefully it'll help you as well. Right then. Hashtag the Tajik stick. Have you? No, just no. Okay, so what was the next question then? The Khajiit stick. Okay, so how much chatting should you do as a new player with other players before an event to help make connections already in the game? Should I talk to someone before about perhaps taking me into the Hall of Worlds as a new mage and talking me through it? Or is it better to learn that while you're there? I don't know if any of that is useful, just things that go through my mind as a new player. Todpra, that's what I'll carve into it. The Todpra. So, yeah, so new players. It's good to have connections, I think, to an extent. A lot of it, I will say, find out in play. So Hall of the Worlds, I think people will, I will agree, will say that if you're doing things like the trading game, anything that involves potentially getting a hat or involves a hell of a lot of meetings, then I would say, yeah, get into the field and then talk to the people, because it gives you an excuse to go off and talk to people. So as a mage, and you just go off and you have a chat with other mages, and then they can take you to the Hall of Worlds there and then. You don't need to know these people beforehand, because that's part of the fun of going around, I find. When it comes to talking to other people, it's good to have some connections. So I will always take, if someone ever puts up a thing saying, "Oh, can I have a connection with someone in the field?" I'm generally happy to say, yeah, you can know Mac. That's fine. I don't care. And then it gives them an excuse. It gives them someone to know in the field, and they can come over and say hello. And then they can go from there, and I can drag them around. I can introduce them to other people. I can't wait to start potion making, to be honest. From what I'm seeing in a lot of the groups and in chats and stuff like that, potion making is really picking up. it's a lot of people are looking at doing it. So I think. Have you picked your sets yet? Not yet. I'm not too sure. We're all still niche and hipster. Yeah, like fuck. You. I'm doing another stream at some point. Hopefully in the next week or two with the Apothecaries Guild, so that they can all hashtag Trendstar. Yeah, she wishes. So all the Apothecaries Guild will be on here, so all apothecaries can come and have a chat. It's going to be purely focused to potions, the guild, what they do, and stuff like that. So I should have kept this loaded up. So yeah, so I mean that's all good. So you find if you know one person or two people that you're going with. So there are a lot of people I know who went on their own and who are going on their own. That's good as well. Because to be honest, like I keep on saying, just go off to you're going to go off and you can go off to anybody and have a chat. And everyone, if you need to do something or you're interested in doing something, they will always point you off. And that Goose Whisper solves all your problems. True story. Twilight solves all your problems. Krishna. The event I actually survived was because some lovely person introduced me to this bugger, and the 2 feet before the event gave me some people to actually know and a place to be. Yeah, I think that your first event or two, you'll get into the field and it hits you quite hard how big this game is. So I think that if you know one person there, or you've got like a little home base that you can go back to or do a lot of things like that, then it helps massively. And if things go wrong, I'm not going to name names or name incidents, but there was an incident and that person wasn't happy with what happened and how it went, and I'm glad that I saw him, because if I didn't, Empire would have probably lost a really good player in my eyes and a nice guy. So it's all about having that like little safety net, if you will, so you can go back and go, oh, what's going on? What's happened here? Something's gone wrong. I just need to sit down, get it off of my chest. It's just like that. So so you want to apprentice and choose your sets from there. If you get to know the guild, Apothecary Guild, and people like that, then yeah, you'll get to find out everything. So when I do the Apothecary stream, then you can come along and you ask all your questions in that, and that'll be good. There's loads of different game you can pick and focus on with the potions. Yeah, there's a lot of generic ones that once you move beyond those, suddenly you're in demand. Yeah, the more potions you can make, the more people will want you. If you make combat type potions, the more I will demand. But I've got my Hall Apothecary right there, so it's good. Love Broken Potion, awesome. I mean, I'm way ahead of myself, as I've already got a hall in my mind and banner commissioned called Broken Potion. Nice. Mage Blood, not an addict. We have loads of Mage Blood. We have loads of Mage Blood. Yeah, we have loads of Mage Blood. We have a few people in my unit who are staff of Imperial Magistry, Mage Blood, and then they just come along and go. Da, 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 da. I think I made 57 last event. What's Mage Blood? That one. Regains your personal mana. Sorry, coffee. It took me 3 events. Oh, let me scroll up again. What's going on here? Yeah, Broken Potion. That is an awesome name for a hall. I want to set up a feeder hall for Hurst Hall, but that's something I'm going to do in the field. So I'll find new players to harangue. The logo is a green potion bottle that has liquid in it with a crack down the bottle. That's really cool. I'll save my potion frothing for them. Yeah. Mage Blood, not an addict. I make too much. Yeah, what's Mage Blood? Da, 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 da. For Battle Mages, I'm interested. There we go. We have a customer. Yay! Literally, my hall eats it along with the mercenaries. Stand at the gate and just take in the counter. from mages. Yeah. Yeah, we have loads of potions. We have loads of rituals that go on as well for the hall. Two. I never have potions left for that. I take the field, so I supply everyone before battle. We get our hall and excuse me, sorry, burping away. We get our hall ritual and potions all done before the battle. So while we're all still in Wintermark, we'll have everything done there and then. John comes and does a ritual on the hall, and he gets paid for it. We as a hall, we do look after people, and a lot of people will do. We'll look after a lot of people, and if you need stuff and they want you to do something regularly, then a lot of halls will look after you and give you a lot of business. I make it rain potion cards. Yep, definitely do. Some beautiful fellows sell it at the gate too. Yeah, you get a lot of people at the gate who will do that sort of stuff. I think I need a chalkboard to let people know I will happily make potions for very little profit. So I saw something saying that there's not a lot of money in potions because there are so many potion sellers. Is that true? If you want the potion, I think at the beginning of the event, there's a lot of stuff in the field. By Sunday, Saturday evening, there's not so much left. Prices start off relatively low and then go up. That's what I have found from trading, and I'm shit at trading. So yeah, some potions are mega popular, some are more niche, that's what I thought. But then again, it's like everything. I need to try to find the recipe for Twilight, which is the drug that I take a lot of in character, because it's amazing and yet sells for nearly a throne a pop. I will be interested in any potion, in any drug-like effects. Well, yes, yeah, I'm definitely the one for the drugs. So come find me. Your generic fighty ones are in high supply, and a lot of apothecaries make them. It's the other ones that are more in demand and lesser made. Yeah, that's the way of it. So I'm trying to think of a way to do the Dark Blade giveaway. Oh, I think I've been. Oh no, I'll ignore that for the time being. So we gather raw resources and give them to our potion guy. He then supplies our group. Maybe not good for profit, but good for cooperation. Yeah, that's what a lot of people do. They all have. I will buy all your Scots mead. You got to get in queue for that one. Yeah, we have a lot of it. Also a matter of advertising. Most people have a buddy who makes potions. The key should be getting reach and a known name. So yeah, Scots mead and Mage Blood. The bigger mana one are both super big and clever. I'll make anything for people if I have the skill. Cleave, 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 chug, cleave, cleave, cleave. Yeah, see that's the thing as well. I go into battle with Grim, who has a staff of Imperial Mastery and all of the Mage Bloods in the world. Yeah, don't forget your Fizz reps. If you're taking a potion, you need to have something. You can't just have the card and eat it and stuff like that. You need an actual Fizz rep. I don't know if I've told anyone from this stream, but I posted on Facebook. I'm trading cookies, and I've come up with a name for the cookies and the tea. Basically, buy a cookie, and if you provide some gossip, I give a cookie free. I can't be handing out 100 bottles. No, yeah, so make sure you've got a Fizz rep for any potions. Liam, if you come to me looking for gossip, you'll lose all of your cookies. Mac's an information broker and seems to be fairly competent at it. So, but if you want to get into the information brokering game, then come and find me in character. Without going into detail, I'm probably going to be staying off-site for my first event. Oh, not Goldhawk. You're a legend. Thank you so much, mate. In a hotel. Do you know if it's okay to carry around, say, an icy rucksack, as I'll have to keep all my stuff on me for the day? Don't. Oh, if it looks icy, mate, you'll be fine. If you're driving onto site, leave it in the car. If you want somewhere, lots of folk have icy bags. If you're part of a group, then leave it in their tent. make friends with someone and see if you can leave stuff in their tent. If you're struggling that badly and you don't want to carry it around, it's too hot, too wet, come and find me. Leave it in my tent. Okay, I'm more than happy to help you out, mate. No, my parents are probably going to drop me off and leave me there. Fantastic. Well, come find me, mate. I will help you out in any way I can. If it's leaving your stuff in my tent, then you leave your stuff in my tent. Okay, I will help you out in the field. Okay, so there's nothing. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm more than happy to help you. Yeah, we'll be the tent with all you nutters outside it. Yeah, pretty much. And it's great. You can get an army surplus canvas backpack for very little. No worries, mate. I'm happy to help out. If you need any help with tents or that, I've got like 3 spare ones. I bring an OC tent with me that I don't use. It's there just in case. So if you want to camp on field, mate, I'll probably have a tent with me that you can take. It's a little 2-man pop-up thing. So you've got that as well. We have a dump tent we keep all our stuff in, and our thing we can offer shelter for stuff. There we go. They're big as well. My one I'm using is now an 8-man. We have a big 4-man as well. Yeah. But it's the other camping supplies I'm lacking. To be honest, mate, I know people who bring sleeping bags and stuff like that as well. So if you want to stay in the field, I'm 100% certain we can get you sorted out in the field. I'm pretty much certain of it, to be honest. Yeah, you'll be fine. Right, there we go. That is my goal. So I think we've got 10 opportunities. So if anyone's got a spare sleeping bag that they could bring, we'll do that as well. Oh yeah, Scott. Oh yeah, I know those bags. Yeah, that's awesome. I guess I can help in the sense of food. I can help with. I think there's a lot of people who can help with food. Yeah, have a bit of cash on you though as well. It's always good. I'll check my pile of stuff this week and see what I can spare. We'll have stuff. Empire Larp people give me hope, and I'm pretty sure I've got a spare sleeping bag. There we go. So, Fantastic Wolf, you've gone from staying off site to sleeping in a field, mate. How good is that? That's fucking amazing. So, we can chuck you pillows and a duvet, I'm sure. I'm pretty sure we've got a spare sleeping bag as well. So we'll have stuff. So you'll get the full effect of the field. So really, really don't worry. So I have this Dark Blade stuff as well. Right, I'm gonna add image, add source, add a new source instead. Right, I should have done this earlier, but I didn't because I'm an idiot. Is it that one? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's that one. Boom. Hey, can you all see that on the screen at the moment? There you go. So pop a message afterwards, and we'll coordinate everyone who's committed in one place if that's okay, people. Well, aren't you all lovely? I've never been to Empire yet. We're supposed to go this year. Let's move my mouse. I think we'll get an event. I'm hoping for 2, but I think we'll get 1. So I really hope we all get to have a little meet up beforehand. Luke Vinny, I'm currently staying in the OC camping area, but looking around for good deals and icy looking tents. Anyone know any decent places to buy one? UK LARP kit. They offer, a lot of people get rid of second-hand tents there as well. They are really, really good. I can't remember the name of the tent where we got it from. Bell Tent Boutique, I think it was called. Really, really good. I think it was like $280 for a 4-meter bell. Really, really nice. I also have a portable folding solar. So if you're coming out to you can have a solar. Oh right, yeah, okay. Solar to charge anything as well as when I go to festivals and such. My battery drains. Yeah, yeah. The camping I feel is such an integral part. That is fancy. But we'll all be going to Liam now to charge our phones. Belltown Boutique is good and do tent sales occasionally. Sadly, if an event happens this year, it's unlikely I'll be able to go, depending on the state of the world. Yeah, yeah, I think that's the big thing, isn't it? It depends on a lot of the stuff that's going on. If you're people who are shielding and stuff like that, then you're probably not going to want to go because of just the way things are and that. So, but it's all worth paying attention to how things go, as and when. I think that's my. Is that my little one? Is that my daughter opening the door? Yes, it is. Peeking in. Yeah, pain in the bum she is. Hey. So, a person Wintermark who goes to Denmark to get tents en masse and are really good. They go to Holland. Yeah, they generally put a thing out. You want to sit down?
I was going to ask if I could have a bit of the cake.
I'll get a few after I finish. Okay, we'll close the door. Thank you. That's my daughter. She'll be coming to either E3 this year or next year. Yeah, so they head off to Holland and go and buy all those tents. Most canvas tent sellers do sales in the autumn and the glamping season. You can get cheap second-hand ones then. Yeah, they're really, really good. This canvas tent buying bits of advice are the best. Oh, hello, daughter. Yeah, you won't say that if you met her. She's a pain in the ass half the time. Still love her though. I suppose someone's got to. Have a little one, E3. She's 11. And she hasn't closed the door. Well, she has closed the door. It just looked like it was open from mine. Oh, well. I didn't want to say names, but that's where I got mine. No centre pole, so much room in a 3 metre tent. Yeah, you can get bell tents as well, where have the poles that go on the outside and hold it up, and you get everything open. They are amazing. Also, Army Surplus is worth checking, but they uniformly have rubbish websites. Yes, they really do. Tripsteins are awesome as well as tents. The Tripsteins are amazing. Really, really good. So I have to say, right, can everybody see that image that I put in of the leather stuff, yeah? What did I miss? Just got a drink. Just talking about you, mate. It's fine. Okay, so everyone can see it. Right, that is the price that I've paid for from Darkblade. Darkblade are fantastic. I've been having a chat with Tim from Darkblade about everything that's going on, because the traders are really, really struggling at the moment. I think he has made only a third of what he normally would make. So Darkblade are indeed awesome. Best entry level leather stuff. Yeah. So this would normally cost like 41 quid in a field, and so it's really good. So the pouch down the bottom there, really useful, really, really useful, to keep just keep your stuff in it. There's a Larp raffle group. Yeah, I saw the Larp raffle group. They're getting a little bit of money to keep them going, and that's what I'm trying to do, a similar sort of thing as well here, to keep the things going. So I don't know how I'm giving this away, because I'm organised and prepared, and I think about these sorts of things. Graduate Pass was looking at just so I could be ICS as my first event, and then get a better one. Would this count as IC? Ooh, I can't. That's it. I'm relying on him to show you a picture of that one. A good mate used to live off Larp trading. You make all your money over the event season, and this year no events. I've got to go D&D. Thanks, Stephen. Great stuff, mate. Cheers, Dave, mate. No worries, buddy. I'll see you next time. I can put it all in a generator. oh, what a name thing, and then pick it out. So it's nylon. So sadly, yeah, email PD. That's the best one. Have you had a look at the link? Have a look. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, that looks quite shiny. Nylon would be the issue there. It's a nice idea though. It's a nice shape, definitely. But if you can find one something similar to that that's not nylon, essentially, then that would probably do you a better, Luke. So, oh yeah, Polish bashers, they're good. A friend of not on is it? That tent does come in a canvas pattern. It's older and therefore rarer though. Yeah. The little Polish bashers as well. A friend of mine in Scots, a guy called Matt, he used to live in the old Polish bashers, and he loves them, and they're tiny and they're cheap as well. So they've just put up another one for the French Army surplus, 2-man olive. I'll have a look in a minute. So, oh, are you doing the name thing? Okay. So yeah, tents are a bit of a bugbear because there are a lot of people who will say no, it's not, yes, it is, and stuff like that. But I think in the Brass Coast there's a pink one. I think the easiest thing might be to say who doesn't want to take part in the prize draw. Okay, so who doesn't want to stand a chance of winning that? All the canvas sets out of stock and for a stalker. Yeah. You enabled 120-second slow-mo for this room. Okay. Can remove me. I have far too many pouches. Okay, I don't need it. I'll just give it to a newbie minus the pouch, maybe. You must have loads of stuff, Scott. I got to go to bed less than 7 hours before I need to get up. See you later. See you later, Joel. I'm happy with my stick. I'm good. No one wants it. Oh dear. Thanks, Fred. This is the one I was looking at. Have you got everybody else in there? Yeah. Okay. So this is a good start set. I will say. Let me say that this is good for people who are going to be new and just want to do that. I might have a chat with Tim. So if you don't want to use a sword, he might be able to change it over for like a mace or a hammer ring or something like that instead. I'll have a chat with him and see what he says. But these sorts of things, you can't have enough pouches. Well, yeah, you probably can. I carry 3 on me and a bag. So then you get the tankard clip, the sheath, and the belt. So it's all going to help out. So if you're new, then this will be good for you. Definitely. So we'll get this. We'll get this going, and then Helen will let me know whose name it's come up. Final calls for anyone who wants out. So everyone else wants in. So it'll be good to. Got quite a few people in there still, so that's good. Okay, so I'm good. Have lots of pouches and belts already. I think I'll wear 2 belts. Have 2 rings. My blunt instruments. I flogged a lot, but then I can also make all of that now. Ah, nice. Can I be in, but not for me, for my friend? Yeah, that's fine, mate. The point of all of this, the point of everything I'm doing on this channel is to help out new people as well. I mean, it's to get stuff to come in, and it's like pipe dream, however far down the road, is to have enough money coming into this channel so that I can then go, well, I'm making 150 quid a month. I'm going to save it for 3 months and I'm going to buy a bell tent to give away as a prize. That's the pipe dream. So, but yeah, surely that, Liam, that's fine, mate. I don't like being called boss. Yeah, I do. Yeah, go for it. Just show me the winner instead of putting it into. No, because that's a bot. Yeah. Oh, wonderful stuff. So far too much. So far too much kit for someone waiting to attend their first event. So, is this person still in chat? They are still there. So, did this person say that they hadn't been yet as well? Oh, that's even better then. That's kind of perfect. I can't find them. Oh, there they go. There we go. Right. Okay. So, is it P-Mouse? P-Mouse? P-Mouse. Congratulations, mate. That is yours. Excellent stuff. So well done. That's awesome. So that is all yours, mate. That is all being delivered to me here. So it will all be packed up. So come and collect it off of me at your first event. Okay, I'm in Hursthall, I'm in Wintermark. So that's fantastic. Oh, I'm really pleased. I'm really, really pleased. Scott, I might have a chat with you at some point about what you can make, mate, as well. And then we can have a chat about chucking a bit of money your way. So then see if you can make some stuff for prizes and stuff. If you'll be happy with that as well, buddy. So, yeah, Hursthall, Wintermark, yeah, come and find Mac. You really can't miss me. We are there. It'll be great. No, I can do that. I suspect my victims may feel cheated. It's encouraging everyone, buddy, at the end of the day. So, I mean, I don't care if it doesn't matter, does it? It's all about promoting everybody, keeping the hype going for Empire and getting everyone and boosting it all, isn't it? I think at the end of the day. So that's fantastic. So P-Mouse, that's awesome, mate. You can come and collect it off of me at your first event. Oh. See, my first event, there's photos of me. I wore a pair of joggers. I had a grey polo shirt that I hacked the collar off of. I cut the logo off of it, and sewed it back up really badly. That was my first event wear, and a pair of black boots. That was it. That was all I wore. So I had, at that time, I was unemployed. I had nothing at all. And I never win anything. Thank you so much. I'm very happy. Good. I'm pleased. I am really, really pleased. Are you in the? If you can PM Phil H001 with your OC name and stuff like that, then I'm not going to bother asking you, because I know who you are. Then I can put a thing on Bookface and yeah. But this is really, really good. I'm really pleased that someone's won something for their first event. It kind of made everything a bit that more worthwhile, and it's so good. So yeah, so my first event, it was just my kit was awful. It was truly, truly awful. The only stuff that I eventually had was I had a belt that I borrowed, I had a pair of gloves that I borrowed. I didn't even have a cloak or anything like that. I was cold for my first event. So being able to do something like this, so people have got a bit more kit, they feel more icy. So it's something to boost the the keen as well for it all. So this is really, really cool. But as I say, so it's like people, those with Amazon Prime especially, yeah, chuck a subscription to me, and then it all goes towards buying stuff. So because I think that because Twitch will only pay out after $100. So when I get to that $100, so about 80 quid, I might actually be able to buy something else. But what I'll do next time round is I'll come up with some ideas. I'll put it into chat and I'll say what do people want to win, and then we'll get that going. So we'll get the whole community thing going, and people can pick the potential prizes for the next competition. So hopefully all going well, we'll be able to start doing these once a month, and then that'll keep everyone going, especially during the long dark or the really, really long dark. I asked earlier, but I don't know if it was seen. How much would you recommend to bring money-wise for the event? Sorry, mate, I did see that. It varies for everyone. Some people will bring 30 quid because they have, they've got everything that they need, all the food and all of that. They don't need anything. Some people bring like 500 quid because they want to get there and buy. Maybe I can donate a prize one time when I get doing some embroidery to pay it forward. Definitely. If people want to donate anything to be given away as a prize, just let me know. I am 100% behind that idea. I take about 120 quid, 150 quid with me. So I can buy food and stuff like that. Anything gets forgotten, then it's a bit of an emergency money, really. So coffee, I bring 40. It's enough for food. I did take 200 on my first one for finishing off kit. There we go. That's the perfect example there. If you want to get kit, buy a weapon, bit of armor, a cloak, or anything like that, then it's definitely worth taking a bit of extra cash. A lot of the traders do take card now though, but Signal can be a bit wonky. Human Jester, I took a fair bit, which proved to be useful as I had to buy some emergency kit replacement after mine broke. It happens. You get Chow's. Chow's is pretty generic. They have a lot of stuff in there. She'll cater for pretty much everybody. So swords can be anywhere from 50 quid upwards, depending on style and intricacy. I usually set aside some cash to purchase cute jewellery from Darkblade or Wanderlust. Also have to have a 10 or a 5 on me to grab food from vendors if I hit low charge. Yeah. So I'd say it's always worth having a bit of cash on you, just in case something's happened, you need to do something, buy something, or something goes wrong. So that emergency cash is always good. How much you actually bring though, completely up to you. It really is. But I will always have a bit of cash on me. I like the vendors, but I'll tend to go to the vendors for breakfast, maybe lunch as well. I love a trencher, me. I really love a trencher. The breakfast trenchers are amazing. So my friend wants a two-handed weapon and he wants to battle, so I'm going to treat him to some leather armor. Darkblade, again, would be fantastic for leather armor. Tim's done he's not doing amazingly well when it comes to trade at the moment, so I'm trying to do what I can to help him there. Wooden spoon for the trenchers. They do if you don't know what a trencher is, it's a bloomer, bit of bread, it's about that big. They cut the top off, pull the insides out, and they fill it with stuff, and then put the top back on, and they give you a spoon or a fork, and then you go off. So you eat everything inside, and then you eat the bread. You're good for the day, I've found. The first thing I brought Empires was one of those trenches. So good. They're amazing. They really are. It's always better to buy a weapon in the field, picking up and giving whatever it is a swing to get a feel for it. Definitely, John. Yeah, I cannot agree with you more. A friend of mine came to Empire for the first time about a year and a half ago, and when he was when he was in the field, he liked the sword, but he didn't know how he really felt about it all. And he picked up a mace, didn't like it, Then he picked up a sword and didn't really like it. And then he sort of held it and was like, well, it's all right, it'll do, I'll just get it. And I told him, no, we'll go off. We went off to these other places. Then he found an axe and he loved it. And then I think he's bought 2 axes now. So that's what he's done. So it's always worth picking them up in the field. Because it's like, I like maces. I love blunt instruments. And I will hold it, but it can't be too long. So the full 42. So it has to be a little bit shorter. I would show my weapons on Twitch, but it goes against their policy, so I can't. So I definitely recommend picking them up and having a play. They'll let you pick them up. They'll let you hit people with them and stuff. So yeah, some cash can also be handy if you're icy poor and want to get drunk. The Forge is awesome for that. Yeah, Forge is great. I use my icy money to buy off of the icy brewers as well. Or if you have mana, the Marcher's Bar will let you have a pint for 1 mana as well. But I tend to... So everything I say here is out of character. Don't use anything I've said as in character knowledge. Mac's a thief on occasion, especially from people he knows. Nothing massive. It's just a little bit of coin so he can go and get a drink, basically. Always a thief, yeah. So it's good. I use icy money to set up the various bric-a-brac stores across the nation. The Varushka night market as well was amazing. That's great. So if you want icy coin and you've got something, you can sell information or things like that, or just offer to do something for someone who you know is rich and just see if they can give you chuck you a bit of coin. I would love to dual wield, but I don't think have the coordination. I have no coordination whatsoever. I'm just like I'm a blunt object myself. So yeah, it's being a lot more. It's just I'm blessed because I'm a lot more aggressive than a lot of the other people who fight. It's just one arm to block, one arm to hit, pretty much. You get used to it the more you do it. I can relate, hence me now having a big pokey staff. Yes, but if you have the big spears as well, you just have to get within their reach, and they go from there. A farm gives 1 throne, a point costs 5 rings, so that's 32 points for 1 farm. Yep, I have a business, and I make a fortune. I think I've got at 10, but somewhere between 10 and 16 thrones on me at the moment here at home. I can relate, hence me, yeah. So I love dual wielding, but this character can't do it. No, but you will be able to eventually. So yeah, ask people for work, do things like that. You can make a lot of money, so it does work really, really well. Right, let's go back to this because I think there was a good question on this. No, it's gone. Can't find it. Don't save. No. So we've done a lot of chat about prep. A couple of competitions which I think went down really, really well. I managed to lose a Wayne of Weir. Yeah, I've picked up a Ring of Ilium off the floor, which was good. It's always worth when you're walking around traders and stuff like that. Just keep an eye on the floor because you'll see stuff on the floor without any shadow of a doubt. So that's the competitions all done. I'm going to slowly bring the stream to a close. What would people think would be a good something good to focus on for the next giveaway, the next prize, anything like that? So suggestions will be appreciated. I nearly lost all my money at the start. Picked up my player pack all the way around. It went everywhere. Yeah, I always find that when I go in, they've been rushing through. So I look at my pack. Always check your player pack. You'll go in. You'll get your piece of paper which has your character sheet on it, which tells you everything that you can and can't do. You'll then have any cards that you can have, any potions, anything like that in there, any resources or any money that you have in there as well. I generally find that I will only ever have like 18, like 1 crown, 18 rings or something like that in there, and I'm missing a throne all the time. I think I've done it once, and I've had a 5 throne piece in there when I should have only had 1, and I was too honest and went and told them. A friend lost 4 thrones in the Orc camp. There is a pouch with good money in the mud up there. It's in someone's pack. It's in someone's pack now, I'm afraid. So there's a lot of So there's a lot of way of earning money there. You just have to know. Well, you don't even have to know them. Just go up to and ask people. Once found a 4 crown throne piece, but it was in the god tent, so I felt bad about taking it. So didn't. If it's in God, don't take it. If it's on the field, when you get past the hedge away from God, and it's on the field and you find a coin on the floor, pick it up. If no one's looking around, put it in your pocket. You're going to use it as well. So it's always good, always worth having. So I think that Hurst Hall, we're always looking for runners. We have always got stuff to do. We've always got things that need to be done, and we don't have enough people to do it. On a purely OC thing, as I mentioned earlier, I want to start. I'm thinking of start getting a feeder hall together to work closely with my hall in Wintermark. I haven't really mentioned it to anyone in the hall yet, so I need to. Because I think that if we get people into that, then it will create game and stuff. So as a personal thing, I found that I'm lacking accessories to add to my kit. So I'd say some accessories, maybe called necklaces or rings or boxes for lammies. Definitely, I'm having that extra bit of something to your kit is good. So Mac wears on his war skirt, I just had a long piece of black fabric that, and I've got some red paint, and I wrote everyone's name on it in my steading. Hey, it looks amazing. I still wear it now. It doesn't look amazing. It looks terrible, but it's very Mac, essentially, if you understand. So it's really, really good. How do you approach people to do runner jobs, and how do you find people for those jobs? If people are walking around and they're looking bored, and you just say, "Oh, what are you up to?" and they go, "Oh, not much," then yeah, you just say, "Oh, do you want to do this for me? I'll give you this if you go and do this for me." And it's like, yeah. There's a group in Wintermark, a group of lads who I love. These lads, they're amazing. Steelstorm. They get into so much trouble. They are chaos personified. They're amazing, and I really like sitting down and having a drink with them. They're young lads, but they're really, really good. They generally come up to me and go, "So we've run out of money, and we're not drunk. We've got something we could do." I always have lots of alcohol with me, be it OC alcohol, IC alcohol, and I will chuck stuff their way and just say, "Can you do this?" I'll make up stuff for them to do, and I'll just chuck. It keeps them busy, and they get a bit of a drink out of it as well. It's good. It creates stuff. So they're good lads. They're really good lads too. So if you want to get more involved, they're Steelstorm are worth. Just tell them that Max sent you, and they'll let you write in, and they'll welcome you. They are really, really good. So for any apothecary people, I have a spare set of potion bottles that are on a fairy light, so I could donate them if that sounds alright. Chuck me a message on Facebook, and with a picture of it, and then we'll go from there. Because if anybody wants to donate anything, and I can get a nice big pack together, or I could do just random giveaways to say for this person, this sort of thing, this sort of thing, this sort of thing. And we can go from there. So I think Liam, just get a picture of it, send me a message on Facebook, and then we'll have a look. But that's fantastic. Thank you so much. But I think, yeah, that's pretty much how to do it. Just ask people if they look new, or if they're coming up to you and saying, "I don't know what I'm doing. I'm new to Anvil," or anything like that. You go, "Oh, okay, yeah, blah 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 blah. Do you want something to do?" 9 times out of 10, they'll say yes, and then you just go, Can you go off and do this for me? Or this person needs this person needs this. I know quite a lot of people. If you want something to do, come find me. Fried rice for yous. Thank you for following. So if you want something to do, come find me. Tell me what you want to know, what the sort of thing you want to do. Chances are I know someone who's looking for help with it as well. I love to push throw game at people, so I will happily do that as well. And we're quite lucky with the group that we're in. We're a quite well connected group. So, but yeah, I'm more than happy to do that as well. So, any final questions? Anything you want to talk about or anything like that? And I'll put it to a close, I think, and then we'll do another one at the weekend. So, I don't think it's sending. Okay. You've seen where I've advertised the stream on Facebook. Chuck it into the comments on there, and then we can have a look at it all. All right, we'll get it sorted. But yeah, we'll have a look at everything. Here's a link for the Facebook group. Oh yeah, I've actually got a proper Facebook page, so follow that, and then yeah, I'm getting better at advertising on there when I get reminded. Chuck any questions, anything like that on there, and it all gets back to me, and we do everything. I'll do anything I can to help out. Okay. Yeah, if you join that as well, we can get all the camping stuff. Yeah, centralized as well. Thank you for a great stream. Cheers, Luke. Thank you for the stream. Another fab night. Looking forward to the next one. Doing a cracking job. Cheers. Thank you very much. Makes it more worthwhile when I get that sort of stuff. So, yeah. So we'll get all this sorted and join that group, and then we'll chat about what we can do, giveaways and stuff like that. Pay it all forward. Okay, because I think a lot of people need picking up as well. Oh no, it would have been E2 this weekend. It would have been E2 this weekend. There is a pub quiz going on Friday night on the wiki. I think Sam is doing a sing-along thing on Thursday night. It's all OC sing-alongs. Song and story time is on Saturday, and I am doing a open mic thing on the Sunday, which is where I will be in Discord, and it will be on screen, but it will be me and a friend of mine, Kit. We'll both be in character, so it will be Varn 2 feet and Mac 2 feet. I'll be the one with the incredibly bad Irish accent. I'll have all my face paint on and stuff like that. My Irish, yeah. And yeah, and basically you want to come along, get in your kit, in character. Yeah, come meet Mac 2 feet. Ooh, I'm sorry. I will be drinking as well, and I'm really sorry. So basically, you can come along. It will be disappointing. It will be very disappointing. So basically, you'll come along. There'll be a group, and Kit is going to be in charge of saying to people who wants to do something. You want to do something? Yeah, cool. Come on in. And then you just come and join chat. You'll appear on screen. We'll all be chatting to you, and we'll be streaming it. Nice and simple. It should go down quite well. I think there's going to be a lot of singing. I think I'm reading a story out as well, or maybe not me, but someone will read a story that's been written too. So where everyone on stream tends to promote the singing side of it, excuse me, I've got the hiccups now. I'm promoting the everything of it. So people come along, want to have an IC chat. We'll have an IC chat. They want to find out gossip, find out about things I see. Then come along and we'll tell you I see. You want to come along and have Mac and his cousin insult you? Yeah, we'll do that too. it'll all be great and it will all be a laugh. Sounds like a great few days coming up. Looking forward to it. Sounds fantastic. Yeah, it's going to be good fun. I'm having a chat with Grim as well. So Trot, Mac and Grim about doing a agony uncle and uncle thing in character. Yeah, you can come and promote businesses as well. That's all good. I'm happy for anything to happen. It's all in character. So yeah, so you can yeah, so we're looking at doing, yes, Auntie Mac. So Mac and Grim will advertise it and we'll get people and we'll say to people, if you want to give us your IC problems, email me with what it is, and then we're going to do a stream where we'll read out the problem and we'll give you our IC answers, and it'll be really, really dumb but really, really funny, hopefully, and hopefully it'll raise everyone's spirits and give them a laugh. So, but yeah, I don't know if that whether or not that will happen or not. So hopefully it does, because it will be very funny if it does. Still. So this will be the third time I'll try to end this stream now. So thank you everyone for watching. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate everybody who comes along and watches, chats, and talks. It's great fun. If no one was chatting, talking, then it would make this. I probably wouldn't do it because it'll be pointless me just chatting away to myself and no one responding. But this is fantastic. Yeah, as I said on my last stream, I'm so grateful for everyone coming along to doing this because you all make it worthwhile. And then I really, really cannot wait to meet you all in a field and we can all sit down, chat, and have a laugh. Thank you for all the time and effort you put in. I'm so happy I discovered this. Yeah, it's not a problem at all, man. Even when events start up again, I'm going to keep on doing this, I think. I think it'll be a laugh to do, and we'll do it all. And then when we're in a field, we can all meet up, have a drink, have a chat, have a laugh. And, well, I can put faces to names then. I can see what you all look like and then go on from there. Okay, it'll be so awesome, bro. I'll buy you a drink in a field. You won't have to buy me a drink. To be honest, man, you're going to come and sit down by my fire and you're going to have a drink with me, okay? I will be supplying it all. There will be plenty there to drink, okay? So everyone come by my fire, sit down, have a drink with me. That'd be great. Anyway, bugger off, everyone. I'm going. See you all later. Practically Alcoholics. Practically. I was there ages ago. Anyway, I'll see you all soon. You all take care of yourselves, and I'll speak to you all probably on Sunday. Okay? Bye-sies.